This is News 3 Now at 5.
We're what, a week into the university year, I think realized that the experiment didn't work.
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi with some very clear language for the UW tonight. Send undergrads away to prevent spiking coronavirus cases from getting even worse. Parisi told us late this afternoon the university should have paid attention to what happened to other campuses that needed to shut down instead of gambling with an in-person restart.
We have team coverage tonight. We'll get to Adam Duxter in a moment with concerns at UW Platteville. But we begin with Madeline O'Neill with more on what Parisi is asking UW Madison to do. Maddie?
Well, since September began, 3/4 of new COVID-19 cases here in Dane County came from UW students. The Dane County executive tells me today he's not overly surprised by this surge. With 40,000 students living in a relatively small area, he says it's time to reduce that population density and send undergraduate students in dorms home. Now, the county can't order the university to do anything, but Parisi sent a letter laying out 4 recommendations. Number 1, send undergraduates in dorm rooms home for the rest of the semester. Number 2, get more on-campus quarantine facilities. Number 3, triple the amount of contact tracers at the university. And number 4, increase testing capacity on campus. Parisi says it's not too late to stop this from getting worse.
And what we've learned throughout this pandemic is the earlier you get in front of something, the better you are in the long run. You know, we all want to be on the other side of this. No one more than myself, I guarantee you. But the reality is we are in the middle of a global pandemic and we need to take it seriously.
I asked about sending undergrads home at the risk of infecting their families. Parisi understands the concerns, but he feels ultimately he needs to protect the people of Dane County first and foremost. We have reached out to Chancellor Rebecca Blank and Interim President Tommy Thompson for their responses. We're still waiting to hear back, but we'll let you know as soon as we do.
All right, Maddie O'Neill live on campus. Maddie, thank you. UW Platteville says it's working to crack down on student activity following a rise in cases.
The school's chancellor put out a statement following news of a planned house party. Our Adam Duxter is live on the UW Platteville campus with the punishment students could face if they're caught not social distancing. Adam?
Well, the university spokesman told me today that when campus officials got word of that off-campus party, they didn't want to risk it because just as of today, the campus has nearly 36 confirmed coronavirus cases among students. Now, that spokesperson told me today, well, that's not a severe number compared with universities of similar size. Students from here on out caught partying or in large groups could face punishment as severe as being suspended, and that the chancellor himself is doing what he can to make sure kids aren't gathering in a way that the school doesn't approve of.
Chancellor he's actually gone around to the fraternities, sororities, knocked on their doors on Saturday night at 10:30 and just checked up on them, made sure that they're following social distance policies.
Erickson says these punishments are harder to enforce off campus at places like, say, a bar, but says the university is working with those downtown restaurants and bars to make sure they too are enforcing social distancing. He says right now the university has the potential to quarantine up to 250 students and that they'll do what they can to stay open in the meantime.
All right, Adam, thank you. Nearly 800 more coronavirus cases were recorded in Wisconsin today. That brings the statewide total to over 83,000 all time. 13 more deaths were also confirmed today. And the State Department of Health says testing doubled in the past 24 hours. The positive percentage of new tests has dropped to just under 10%. The 7-day rolling average has increased, though, to above 11%. And looking at the UW-Madison Smart Restart dashboard, the positive test rate for today's on-campus student results, 20%. The 7-day average just over 6%. The results reflect a large proportion of positive results among a small number of test results over the Labor Day holiday weekend. And testing is still underway at Alliant Energy Center as well. Public Health Madison says it saw a record number of tests completed just yesterday. They expect a high number of tests and cases in the coming week. Now let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Another dreary, chilly day before things are set to change a bit, Gary.
Well, we've got no place to go but up at this point. Once we get rid of at least a little bit of the cloud cover, we can start to see our temperatures rebound. But you you can see the clouds are very widespread across our part of the country, and that probably won't change too much into tomorrow. Now, as we look at Doppler track, you can see bands of showers moving on through. All the precipitation pretty light, not even seeing any lightning out there, but if you're not getting showers, you probably have some drizzle and maybe some light fog as well. Temperatures are in the 40s from Madison on toward the north and west, in the lower to middle 50s to the south and east, where the showers are a little more, there's a little more spacing between the showers and the rain isn't as widespread. But these temperatures will hold nearly steady right around 50 overnight and then drop into the middle 40s by tomorrow morning. Now, tomorrow we'll see the best chance of showers in the morning. The afternoon will mainly be cloudy, and just getting rid of the showers should get our high temperature back up to around 60. But hope is on the horizon if you're looking for warmer conditions. That'll be at the end of the weekend. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. An organization in Dane County doesn't just want people to vote. It wants them to realize each of their votes matters. Jamie Perez looked into the power that certain groups could have on the general election and how the United Way is making sure that more voters are informed. Jamie?
The United Way has helped lift voices across the country for probably the past century, and they're using that same influence to bring voices to the table that aren't usually heard.
Everyone wants to belong. Everyone wants to feel like their voice is important.
But United Way of Dane County CEO Renee Moe knows that many people don't feel that way. It's why her organization is getting involved in the upcoming election.
Democracy is ruled by the people.
United Way hopes to reach some of those people through its United We Count, United We Vote program, educating people on current issues and encouraging voter registration.
Each and every one of us has a lot of power when it comes to lifting up our voices.
Here's an example of what Moe is talking about. According to a Columbia University professor's report, people with low income are 20% less likely to vote than wealthier people. The main reason?
Well, a lot of people say that they don't feel like their vote matters, or they don't feel like their voice is heard. And, our response is always, well, how can it if you don't participate?
That same study found about 460,000 low-income voters in Wisconsin sat out the 2016 presidential election. President Trump won Wisconsin by about 20,000 votes. Moe said, we are missing out on a huge opportunity when people with different lived experiences choose to be left out of the election process.
And decisions are always better when you have multiple points of view reflected. People live different problems, and therefore they see different solutions.
Moe knows 2020 is a different election with significant issues we're facing as a nation right now, especially when it comes to social justice.
The way we're going to come through all of this, feeling of unrest and all the challenges that have to be addressed through economics, through healthcare, through other kinds of issues, certainly racial justice, it's going to take everybody working together and pulling together.
According to U.S. Census Bureau data, since 2012, more white people are voting and fewer black people are showing up to the polls. It's why Moe and United Way are going the extra mile this year to help lift those voices and make sure the people are the ones with the power.
That's what voting means. That's what giving means. That's what volunteering means. And that type of engagement is what's so critical to helping our community be strong.
And United Way actually has a plan in place to help do all of the things that you just heard Renee Moe say were important. So coming up tonight at 6, I'll detail what the campaign is and how you can get involved to help make a difference this election.
Jamie, we'll see you at 6. Thank you. Former Vice President Joe Biden is making a direct appeal to blue-collar workers on the campaign trail today. Biden spoke to auto workers in Michigan about the economy.
Even before President Trump's failed response to COVID-19 crashed our economy, his reckless and chaotic trade policy had thrown American manufacturing into recession. It was already contracting.
And to focus on American manufacturing, the Trump campaign says Biden represents corporate interests over the American people.
A new Marquette Law School poll is released today as we're now within 8 weeks of the November election. Charlotte DeLeste joins us now with this month's Wisconsin poll numbers as they pertain to the presidential election. Charlotte?
Well, Eric, a lot has happened since last month's poll results. We had 2 political conventions, one of which the DNC was supposed to happen in Milwaukee, but really didn't. And then there are the events that happened in Kenosha. The poll was taken August 30th to September 1st with a sampling of 802 registered voters. And there was very little change in this poll. A month ago, it was 49% Biden, 44% Trump. Well, this month, it's 47% for Biden and 43% for Trump. And this is the first time Libertarian candidate Jo Jorgensen was added to the poll, with 4% saying they'll vote for her.
Often we see a tightening of the race and the third-party vote tends to go down if the presidential race looks close. We'll just watch that from now through October, and we'll see what the path of the Libertarian vote is, just as we'll be watching what the Democratic and Republican votes do.
So this poll also asked people how likely they are to get a COVID vaccine once it's available. 35% said definitely would get it. 29% said probably. 15% said probably not. And 18% definitely not. So just stay tuned for next month's results.
Charlotte, thank you. There's more to come at 5, including what federal health officials are saying about the vaccine trial that was just halted at UW Hospital this week.
And then coming up tonight at 6, a doctor at UW Health weighs in on what people in downtown Madison need to know in light of public health's announcement about the virus in downtown Madison.
Families are reeling right now, enduring illness, losing their employers' plans in droves. They need lifelines now. My plan lowers healthcare costs, gets us universal coverage quickly when Americans desperately need it. This is my promise to you. When I'm president, I will take care of your health care coverage and your family the same way I would my own. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Pull into your driveway in style, relax by the pool in luxury, and give your front porch the facelift it needs with TSR Concrete Coatings, Wisconsin's premier concrete coatings contractor. Get beautiful concrete coatings installed in as little as 1 day, customizable and easy to clean. See the before and now the after. Our coatings are 4 times stronger than regular epoxy. They won't chip, crack, or peel. They're impact resistant and UV stable. Now check out these savings. Save 15% on your concrete coating project. Ask about 12 months, same as cash. TSR Nation is growing by the day with satisfied customers throughout Wisconsin, and we want you to be a part of it. As a special bonus, call during this program and receive a free TSR swag pack with your concrete coating project. Call 1-800-886-8411. That's 1-800-886-8411.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan or for checkups only. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to sendinfokit.com to get your free information kit. Call now.
Cases of COVID-19 continue to climb on the UW-Madison campus. We're tracking the numbers and we'll have the latest on the response to the outbreak.
And state election officials will be looking over a new report on voter fraud less than 2 months away from the election.
See you Thursday.
Wisconsin voters deserve the truth. I'm News 3 Now's Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Governor Tony Evers says he has no regrets about the state's response to recent unrest in Kenosha. The governor defended his approach to the protests during a Milwaukee Press Club event. Governor Evers called out the Wisconsin National Guard, but initially declined federal support from President Trump.
2 Milwaukee police officers accused of punching a homeless man have resigned rather than face termination. They faced allegations of excessive force, but prosecutors said their actions didn't rise to the level of criminal wrongdoing. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports the officers arrested the homeless man back in June, slammed his head into a squad car, and twisted his arm.
Outgoing Milwaukee Health Commissioner Jeanette Kovalik is sharing more details about racist messages that she's dealt with while leading the city's health department. The commissioner says she was getting racist threats after she sent out a statement in June denouncing anti-black anti-black racism. She says she's been receiving derogatory messages as far back as when the city declared racism a public health crisis over a year ago.
There were people, and still are people, that are very angry about that, that are feeling as if they're under attack because their way of life is being threatened.
She says one potential solution is to have more diversity within the leadership roles at public health departments. She says she plans to speak out more when she takes her new job in Washington, D.C.
Top Trump administration officials took the hot seat before a Senate panel today to talk about the search for a vaccine. They were asked about the AstraZeneca trial now stalled at UW Hospital. Natalie Brand with more from Capitol Hill.
1347 and 1350.
The director of the National Institutes of Health and the U.S. Surgeon General assured a Senate panel that politics will not play a role in the development of a coronavirus vaccine.
The rigor of the scientific evaluation of safety and efficacy will not be compromised.
There has been no politicization of the vaccine process.
Under the Trump administration's Operation Warp Speed, 6 vaccine candidates are in rigorous trials, with 3 of them in the 3rd phase.
So you're still confident that you'll see a vaccine sort of before the end of the year?
By the end of the year is the goal, yes.
A recent CBS News poll shows a majority of registered voters think a vaccine that soon would be rushed through.
There will be no shortcuts, and when a vaccine is either approved or authorized by the FDA, I and my family will be in line to get it.
This week, 9 drug manufacturers took the rare step of signing a pledge to ensure they would not seek regulatory approval before trials showed their vaccine is safe.
A trial by AstraZeneca has been paused after one participant suffered an adverse reaction possibly related to the vaccine. The NIH director told lawmakers that's the way the system should work.
This ought to be reassuring to everybody listening when we say we are going to focus first on safety and make no compromises. Here is Exhibit A.
Both experts committed to working to make sure cost would not be an obstacle once a vaccine is available. The Surgeon General also warned that this coming flu season would be the most important of our lifetime and urged Americans to also get a flu shot. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And the head of the NIH also says he believes a final coronavirus vaccine could require more than 1 dose to be fully effective.
To weather now, let's get a check on the forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti.
Well, the last couple of days have been cloudy, dreary, and unseasonably chilly. We got really no place to go but up, but we have to get rid of the showers first. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for cloudy skies to continue for tomorrow and much of Friday, but the shower chances will be mainly confined to tomorrow morning and then again later tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. Otherwise, we'll see mainly dry conditions over the next couple of days. That will allow temperatures at least to get back up into the 60s. Showers will return on Saturday. Could even be an isolated thunderstorm, but once we get that out of here, look at next week. Dry and pleasant conditions. Temperatures should be in the 70s, and we'll see plenty of sunshine. Over the last 24 hours, precipitation generally has been heavier to the north and west of Madison, where the showers have been a little more persistent. A band of about a ½ inch to maybe close to an inch of rain from around northern Grant County, right along the Wisconsin River, up into Columbia County. But the rest of southern Wisconsin, for the most part, has seen rainfall amounts in the 1/4 to ½ inch range. But you add that to the rain that's fallen since Saturday night when we had those heavy thunderstorms in southwestern Wisconsin and then more showers and thunderstorms since then, you can see parts of eastern Iowa, 4 to 8 inches or more of rain, about 2 to 4 inches over Lafayette County, maybe parts of southern Grant County, and then generally 1 to 2 inches south and west of Madison. This is an area, spread out over 4 days, really has been able to tolerate it. And then the lesser amounts north and east of Madison, that was good because they got the rain last week. So all in all, I think this rain has worked out pretty well, other than the fact that it just is kind of dreary and continues on right now. You can see the wider radar perspective shows the showers still going back into Nebraska. So it's going to be a while before we can get them out of here. Additional rainfall from Friday night into Saturday could amount to around an inch or so, unless you get caught under a heavier thunderstorm, or maybe an 1.5 inches is possible. But after that, next week should be dry, so we'll have plenty of time to dry out. Tropics are heating up. An area of potential development off the Carolina coast is being watched by the National Hurricane Center. We have two tropical storms, Tropical Storm Paulette and Tropical Storm Renee, and then a very strong wave coming off the coast of Africa that'll probably develop into a tropical system in the next couple of days. Weather track across the Midwest, again, our part of the Midwest all the way back into the central and southern plains. That's where the rain and dreary weather is. At least most of the snow has ended out in the Rockies after their early season snowstorm. Current weather map, a stationary front to the south divides warmer, more humid air to the south to generally chilly and cool weather across the Midwest. Our part of the Midwest right now underneath the clouds, and that's keeping temperatures in the 40s and 50s for the most part. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for cloudy skies. Best chances of showers will be in the morning with a high of 60, but the rest of the day will probably be dry, so at least it won't be quite as cool. And as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, shower chances return perhaps later Friday afternoon, more likely Friday night. Saturday showers and perhaps an isolated thunderstorm, but after that, dry weather for next week. High temperatures low to mid 70s. Nighttime low temperatures generally in the 50s. Very pleasant for September. As we take a look at first warn traffic right now, with the rain and the drizzle around and a little bit of fog, we've been seeing just some minor delays on the Beltline right now. The latest one is on the westbound Beltline from around Fish Hatchery Road back toward Park Street. A little bit of a slowdown in travel there. Otherwise, the rest of the main highways in and around Dane County looking pretty good. Travel times on the Beltline just elevated by about a minute or two from normal from University Avenue to and from the interstate, about a 16 to 17 minute trip, and then heading out of Madison, 26 minutes down to Janesville on I-3990, 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and 18 minutes to Sun Prairie on US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. If you've had trouble finding maybe a refrigerator or a microwave, you aren't alone. The latest shortage caused by the pandemic. That story when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Fry Construction is celebrating their 25-year anniversary, which means big savings on home repairs and improvements. No job is too small or too big, and your safety is always our concern. Respected in the industry and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. And now, for a limited time, save 25% off gutters or insulation with a full roof, siding, or window project, all with zero down, 0% interest for 12 months. Contact Fry Construction today.
Menards has the floor you're looking for with the best selection of luxurious carpet, waterproof vinyl plank, beautiful ceramic and porcelain tile, and durable laminate flooring. Check out Superfast Hurricane Laminate Flooring. It's stain, fade, and water resistant with the classic look of a wood floor and easy click-together installation. Best of all, it's 11% off after rebate. Save with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's easy to update your home at the Brothers Maine Labor Day Super Sale. Saving is easier on tons of great brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. And Maine makes getting more easier with up to 18 months of 0% financing. Want even more easy? Select items include free delivery through Monday. That's the More Store. The Labor Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more easy. Hurry in and see today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
I was sworn into the United States Senate in a hospital. My wife and daughter had been killed in an automobile crash. And lying in the bed were my two little boys. I couldn't have imagined what it would have been like if I didn't have insurance to cover them immediately and fully. 40 years later, one of those little boys, my son Bo, was diagnosed with terminal cancer, given months to live. I can't fathom what would have happened if the insurance companies had the power to say, last few months you're on your own. The fact of the matter is, healthcare is personal to me. Obamacare is personal to me. When I see the President of the United States try to eliminate this healthcare in the middle of a public health crisis, that's personal to me too. We've got to build on what we did because every American deserves affordable healthcare. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. We know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. When you shop at McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples just starting out to people my age, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. Plus, most purchases include free delivery and setup. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The pandemic has led to shortages of everything from toilet paper to coins.
But now some people are having a hard time getting their hands on appliances. Tom Hansen explains.
Keith's Appliances in Connecticut has seen sales go up 60% this summer, and it's not just local customers.
We probably get about 20 calls a day from all over the country, people looking for freezers, and this has been happening since the beginning of March.
When the pandemic hit, Americans started stocking up on food and needed freezers to hold it. Then demand grew for refrigerators and washers and dryers as more people upgraded their appliances. At the same time, the coronavirus forced many factories to shut down or scale back production, leading to shortages. Jill Johnson needs to replace a broken fridge and was told the wait for some models could be months.
I was very limited as to what I could buy because they don't have it in stock.
Getting an older appliance fixed isn't easy either.
People are home, they're using their washing machines more.
Repair specialist Robert Villatoro is working 12-hour days, 7 days a week to try and accommodate all his customers.
Right now, we're booked 3 to 4 days in advance. So, we're having to turn people down.
Air conditioner service companies are also seeing a boost in business. With people staying home, AC units are getting heavy use and breaking down more.
The telephone is directly connected to the thermometer. When it gets hot, the phone rings like crazy.
The demand for AC repair will go down as the temperatures drop, and experts believe appliance shortages should start easing this fall as factories get back up to full speed. Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
Stay with us. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up in just a moment.
It's Sloverland's huge Labor Day sale. Get this stylish, comfy sectional for just $9.98 and get the storage ottoman free, or an incredible price on the Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress and free shipping with no minimum. The Labor Day sale at Sloverland.
In the race for a vaccine, the finish line is approaching. Safety protocols in place, and the greatest economy the world has ever seen coming back to life. But Joe Biden wants to change that.
I would shut it down.
Why would we ever let Biden kill countless American businesses, jobs, and our economic future when President Trump's great American comeback is now underway?
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Lately, we've come to appreciate what home has to offer. Right now at Feldco, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest for 1 year. That'll help keep your home and your family warm, safe, and comfortable all year long. That's something we've been providing for almost 50 years. Let Feldco get you ready for colder weather. Buy one window, get one free now.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Welcome to the Del Bar. One visit and you'll fall in love. A supper club you'll adore. 3 generations and a Wisconsin tradition for over 75 years. We are now open, so take a drive. We would love to have you come and dine with us. The Del Bar, since 1943, Wisconsin Dells.
Why do Black Americans, knowing they could lose their life in the course of just living their life?
Part of freedom is to be free from racism and all of its manifestations.
They deserve to be treated with dignity. They gotta know we're listening.
Reforming policing in this country means creating a national standard on use of force and hold police officers accountable.
We have such an opportunity now to change people's lives for the better. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
We're back. We got our to-go food.
Oh, good. What a treat after a long week and no cleanup.
When you can't dine in, then get it to go and support our restaurants during Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week to Go. 2 weeks of fabulous to-go menus you'll love. Visit MadisonMagazine.com for details and menus. Restaurant Week to Go, sponsored by the Wisconsin Beef Council. I guess there is still cleanup to do.
Incredible savings on mattresses during the big Sealy sale now at Slumberland. Get a Sealy Queen mattress as low as $99 or a luxurious Sealy Posturepedic for $9.99 plus free shipping. The big Sealy sale at Slumberland.
Another dreary evening out there. Let's get a final check with Gary.
Yeah, showers are still pretty widespread across central Wisconsin, a little more scattered south and east of Madison, but with time those showers will continue on toward the south and east, so everybody will see rain. And even if you're not seeing showers, you're probably getting some drizzle and fog right now. Temperatures are very chilly, only mid to upper 40s north and west of Madison, around 50 here in Madison, and lower 50s south and east of town. Temperatures tomorrow at least will be back to around 60. The best chances of showers will be in the morning. Probably see at least just dry conditions in the afternoon. And then after a shower chance late Friday and showers and isolated thunderstorms Saturday, dry weather expected for all of next week and into the following weekend as well.
All right, Gary, thank you. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.